Gonna be honest, I don't know how these Shudder movies keep getting these wide releases. They don't. They just keep happening. What's going on, my YouTuber subscribers? Hope you guys are having a great start to your weekend, because we got another new movie coming out, and that is Dangerous Animals. A movie that you probably didn't even know was even coming out, because I think it's also one of those like Shudder wide release movies that's like playing in 2 movie theaters. Stars Jai Courtney and Hassie Harrison, and got back from seeing the movie. So, is the movie good? This movie is not a bad movie. It definitely feels like a made-for-TV flick, but I definitely feel like it's got the heart and soul of one of those like old school horror movies. It's a horror movie, but also a psychological movie. It's also a shark movie. It's a lot of things. As far as a movie that you can just watch and enjoy, it's fine for a Friday night on Shudder. For a ticket price, that's asking a lot. Let's get into the good and bad on why I think that Dangerous Animals is in theaters now. If you can find it, you might have a decent enough time with it, but I would highly suggest wait till it streams in like a few weeks. Here's why. First off, adding to the movie, we got Hassie Harrison and Jai Courtney. I definitely feel like these are the 2 main people we're following this movie, and they play their roles definitely well, especially Jai Courtney. This dude is absolutely insane. Like, he is the best Jai Courtney I've seen be in a while. Jai Courtney definitely like channeled his inner like serial killer in this movie. He was great. And that crazy accent he's got, just the way he would just philosophize, or that's not a real word. It's not how he would talk about like, oh yeah, the sea and shit, you know, the things that he would say to the victims and stuff. Yeah, victims. In the movie, you're pretty much just like, yeah, shark bait that dude. Hassie Harrison as our main final girl in this movie. She was cool. She got it done. She was functional. Am I gonna remember her by the end of the month? Maybe not. What's the movie about? More or less, what you need to know is that you got this girl, more or less, she's a surfer. She's just pretty much just a drifter, just going from town to town. And then one day she gets kidnapped by this crazy lunatic Jai Courtney, and you know, she's on a boat, handcuffed to the bed, and now she pretty much got to figure out how to get off this boat before Jai Courtney feeds her to the sharks. Pretty much simple, straight in the pocket. When the time the movie like establishes like who everybody is, and it gets going, you're like, okay, we're in for some thriller shit. Good in the movie, it's a thriller movie. It's how the thrills, how the scares in it. All the thrills are pretty much, they're entertaining. Because like I said, you really don't know what this guy's gonna do. He's pretty much unhinged, and he's insane and shit like that. Like I said, by the time he gets his first victim and the movie kicks off, you're like, oh, okay, it's gonna be some shit. Like I said, it's a shark movie too, because this dude is pretty much feeding people to these sharks and stuff. You kind of realize, like, you know, sharks, they're not like the terrible killer machines that movies make them out to be. Make no mistake though, when there's blood in the water, those sharks, yeah, they tear people up. They do. Like, gotta give all the praise to Jai Courtney, because like I said, this dude was just a crazy son of a bitch. And I did like him in this movie. He crushed it. His mentality as a serial killer, just snatches people up and feeding them to the sharks. That was some shit. Got any bad to say about the movie? Like I said, the movie's not, it doesn't overstay its welcome, so the runtime's not bad. I just feel like it's one of those movies that's pretty much just like, it doesn't feel as big as it could be. That's not a good or bad thing, I'm just saying. Like, you can kind of tell when some movies are just kind of made for the small screen. Just like, yeah, if I was at home with my, you know, my popcorn and shit, just watching it at home with my remote, like, oh, that was a fun movie, that was fine. But like, literally, like, getting up and finding the movie, playing ticket price and seeing it, like I said, asking a bit much. Yeah, like some movies just pretty much know, like, yeah, we're from the small screen. That's home for us. At the end of the day, Dangerous Animals was a thriller movie that I had a pretty decent time with. Like I said, it's not knocking my socks off, but it was a movie that it was pretty good for a Friday night. For a good old Friday night. Jai Courtney is like the best he's been in like a couple years in this movie, so he was great. The thrills of the movie are pretty cool. Like I said, it's a movie that its only real bad thing is that it's on the big screen. It doesn't need to be. You don't need to pay ticket price for this. Wait till it's streamed on Shudder. So we're gonna see it, stream it, or skip it. I guess I gave it away. Dangerous Animals is a pretty decent enough good movie if you just go ahead and just stream it on Shudder. Dangerous Animals, especially in theaters now, you will see it. You're not going to see it. Type below. Let me know your thoughts on it. And yeah, I'll see you guys for the next video. And as always, subscribe. Until next time.